Indian yellow mixed together. And we can just
The games have sucked. It is what it is. I think I might low-key just go back to being a guy who just plays offline all the time.
Drop some little highlights on them here and there. Don't overdo. Keep it quite
Fucking
subdued.
0.2 away.
Little yellow ochre, Indian yellow mixed together. Once again, this is just going to be background trees far away, so we don't have to spend a lot of time worrying about them or trying to make them perfect. Just a tiny bit over here. Not as much. Tiniest little bit. Just some indications. There we go. Now we can have fun. I'm going to take the large brush and very gently, I'm just going to blend all of this in. I want it to be very soft and very far away. So let's go.
All right, win or lose, one more game and we finally rank up.
Making the little crisscross strokes. Just begin blending all of it. Just let it blend away. Okay, now we just take the brush strokes out by just going across. See how far away that looks already? Isn't that fantastic? Okay. I didn't put any highlights on this one little bush that I laid right here. So let's put a few little highlights on him. Don't want him to get upset because we didn't have any. And then we'll just very gently blend him also. There. Okay.
We're at shooting guard with a point guard who averages 4 assists a game.
Adding all kinds of little things.
It doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't even matter what happens this game because win or lose, I rank up. So you know what?
That are growing. And just drop in some basic
It is what it
Not
is.
too worried about detail yet. There's one. Just let him fall right off your brush. And maybe as we get farther away here, maybe there's some great big trees that are going to be growing over in here. Great big old ones. Just drop them in. Still using just crimson and Van Dyke brown. There we are. Just give us some nice basic little shapes to work with. Okay, now then we can start playing a little bit. Let's take Indian yellow and permanent red and just mix it together. And let's begin dropping
One more. There you go. Good shit.
in here. Just let them sparkle. Think where the light would hit them. There we go. Maybe a little bit up in here. There. Okay, that's Indian yellow and a touch of permanent red. Right there. Okay, maybe right here there's another one. Now, as they get farther away from the fire, less and less you're going to see.
Good block.
Back in here, we're just going to begin putting a little bit.
Nigga intercepted the pass that was meant for me. And then shot that stupid ass shit. What? Actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what happens this game, bro. Doesn't matter.
Just sort of let them disappear. A little bit up here. Then it just disappears. Just enough to set them off a little bit so you can see them. There we go. Nice little one lives right there.
This is another point guard that's like wants to play point guard on offense, but then wants to guard the shooting guard on defense.
Okay.
So weird. Like, I don't get it. Like, make up your mind.
Let's go right up in here and play with the fire a little bit. I got in trouble for playing in fire when I was young. Today we can do it. Gonna take a little bit of Van Dyke brown, and we'll just make some little indications of some wood here. And It's all burnt. It could be just about any old way that you want it. There. And then maybe there's some ground area right down through here that we can see. Still Van Dyke brown. And just pull it across. Just pull it. Like that. Now, take a little bit of yellow ochre
That was for the fucking power
and burn
forward.
umber mixed together. And we can put a little bit of highlight right out here. And start here and work down so it gets darker automatically because you're running out of paint. And you're picking up more and more of the undercolor. Let the canvas work for you. Okay. Now, tell you what, let's put a little fire right here. I'm just using a little bit of cad yellow and just touch and just give an indication of a little bit of fire. A little small campfire. There we go.
I don't know who this is guarding the shooting guard, but he like keeps taking this assignment every time.
Now, take the fan
Yeah, I
brush.
don't understand how hard it is to just like
A little bit of the
defend
yellow
your
ochre,
like your
a little bit of
matchup.
Yellow and permanent red all mixed together on the fan brush. And mix them on the brush. And we can begin laying in some little grassy areas.
What a block.
A little bit brighter up here by the fire. So start at the brightest area and work downward. I want these to be very soft, just where the light's striking them. Get darker, darker, darker. There. Dark up here. And we can just lay in all kinds of happy little things. Maybe right along here. There. Okay, there's one that comes way down. It's your world, so you can put them anywhere you want them. There we go. Just down like so. There's a good place for a couple more. Okay. Now maybe I want to take and add a little bit more of the Van Dyke brown right in here. I know what we should do. Maybe this is a little lake out here. Little, you know, if you're going to build a little campfire, you need to have water close by. So we'll put a little cad yellow on the large brush, go right here, touch, and pull straight down. Okay, just a little, touch, pull straight down.
What is going on?
And it's going to pick up the crimson that's underneath and turn a beautiful reddish color. Work from the lightest area, which would be directly under the fire, out. That way, automatically, as you go away from the fire, it gets darker and darker. Then very gently come across. Just very gently. Don't want to kill all these nice lines that you put in there. Just make them just look like water. Okay. Now, maybe there's a little projection that comes right out through here. We'll just add a little bit more of the brown. Bring it right on out. Drop a little bit of the highlight color on it. There we go. And we go back to our little fan brush, yellow ochre, Indian yellow, and a touch of permanent red. And we can just drop in some little grassy things that are growing down this hill. You know, I think I've mentioned it earlier, but in case you missed it, if you have questions or comments or something we can help you with, please feel free to drop us a line. We'd like to know what you want. We'd like to know what you want in future series, what type of things interest you. A lot of the paintings in this series have come from letters that people have wrote and told us what they wanted to see. Okay, let me clean up a big brush here. And let's
Really?
clean a little bit.
Really? Really? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I want to subdue all of this. It's much too bright. So with a large brush, very gently, I'm just going to begin blending it.
Actually
Very
unbelievable.
gently. Just let it barely touch. Make it very quiet. Push it way back. Because you wouldn't see all this much bright if it's dark. So we just
Yo,
want
what's
to
good,
subdue it.
Pluto? Thank you for the watch streak, man.
Subdued. Very quietly. Just blend it. Because you know, when you have the little campfire out there at night, things they almost look unreal. You get all kinds of weird colors and shapes. They're beautiful. There we go. Clean up that reflection there a little bit. I'm going to take a tiny bit of the yellow and put a little bit of reflection into this little projection right here. Pull it straight down. Just come across.
This is a very beautiful painting, Bob.
Like so.
I love the colors on this one.
Okay.
Feels
But you see how
warm.
quiet that makes that look? It's very, very quiet. Let's go right up in here, and maybe there's a great big tree right here. Right here. Big son of a gun. He just goes all the way off the canvas. There we are. And you can make your tree as big or as small as you want him. Okay, just straight back.
their AI center. I mean, their center quit, and the AI immediately just splashed some shit. All right, bro.
There we go. Big, strong tree.
Their point guard quit too. And then their point guard.
I love to paint
Yo,
trees.
like that shit never happens when
Fantastic
it's my
things in
team.
nature to me.
They have 2 players quit, and then both those players AI hit back-to-back threes. Are you for real?
There we go. Like so. Now we can take a little bit of permanent red and sort of highlight this tree. This permanent red with a little burn umber in it. And then we can lay some highlights on here.
Yeah, I was 90 overall when they on the other team,
Just where you think.
and 9 overall when they on my
Strike
team.
the tree. Use your imagination. Let your heart take you wherever you want to go. There we are. Maybe a little highlight playing on this limb up here. Okay. Now, maybe there's an old fella sitting out here warming his foots next to the fire. Maybe we'll have a cowboy out here. We'll put him a hat on.
Why our point guard look overweight?
Just start right here with a little edge of the knife and just sort of come around. We can just see part of him. He's leaning up against a tree. There's the brim of his hat, little top of his hat. And at home, when you have unlimited time, you can take a lot more time and effort with this and really go into some detail. Maybe he sort of slumped over and there's his shoulder coming down. And maybe there's an arm. Okay, there we go. Maybe he's sort of got his foot sticking up like that. There's his leg. And these are just very basic little things. As I say, at home you can take your time.
Yippee!
Put a lot of detail in.
I got to take a jump shot. Hooray!
I just want to give you
I don't get to
ideas.
take many of those these days.
Okay, now we can sort of straighten him out a little bit. Better give him some buns to sit on.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything
Yo,
is
2010
ordinary.
Viper. Thank you for the 19 months, homie. How's it going? You know.
Maybe his hand's just rested on his knee.
Hope you've been doing better than I have. Put it that
So
way.
I should have put him in before I put the highlights on the tree. I've messed my highlights up. But that's easy. We'll just go back and drop our highlights right back in. There we are. So the tree stands away from the guy a little bit. And we can take a little bit of the yellow ochre and think where light would strike here. Maybe a little bit on his hat right there, like so. Maybe a little little coming around. Just a little, right there. Maybe a little bit across the top of the shoulder. You know, I got to tell a little story here. We have a lot of requests that have came in wanting portraits. And years ago, I studied with a super painter and studied portraits for, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And he became a very dear friend. And he took me aside one night and he says, Bob, he says, I've got to tell you the truth. He said, I want you to go and paint bushes and trees because that's where your heart is, and give up portraits. So that's why I'm here. There we go.
Like, why shoot that?
Just maybe a little highlight bouncing across there. A little bit on his knee. That really is a true story, too. He really did tell me I should give up portraits. Takes a special knack. Okay. You know, we talk about that sometime, about talent. What is talent? Talent is nothing more than a pursued interest. In other words, things that you're interested in, you'll spend a lot more time working at than something you're not interested in.
Wow, they really got that
That's all
rebound.
talent is. It's if you're willing to practice, spend the time to perfect something. Okay. Now then, let me clean up the brush a little bit. And there we go. We can just soften all this, just very gently.
The AI actually just don't miss. Okay.
And we can come down here, use a little bit of the dark color and put a little tiny bit of a waterline indication in here. Just a small amount. This is really a fun little painting. It should give you a lot of ideas for a lot of crazy things that you can do. And they should make you happy. We really want painting to make you happy. That's what it's all about. Okay, and I can just quieten this down a little bit over in the corner. Like so. Now, if you wanted to create a little more depth here, then you can add, maybe there's another little bush here that comes in front of the tree. And this will produce, every
Fair
plant
enough.
that you add into the painting will produce.
Point guard should have waited just a moment to give me that ball. But it is what it is. I have 3 turnovers this game.
Okay, I'll take a little
I'm turning
bit
the
of
ball over a lot today.
Indian yellow, permanent red. And we can put some highlights on this little bush. Push everything back a little further.
Jiggies.
Okay. I think we're about to get this one fixed up. We might put a few little leaves right up here, just to show that this one goes into a nice big tree. A little bit of the color. Indian yellow, permanent red. And just drop it in. Now, if you really wanted to have some fun, you could take.
Damn, I thought this was the
liner
4th
brush
quarter. This is the
with a
3rd. We
little
still
bit
got
of
another
yellow
quarter of
on
this.
it.
This game's going by so slow.
Go over some of these little logs here and make them stand out just a little more, because there'd be a lot of light hitting these. And we can fix him up a little.
A la Jesus Moses has quit.
Occasionally there's an old fella sitting out
That
there
ain't
with his
Christ-like.
foots. There we go. All right. Looks sort of like an old guy out here just silhouetted against the campfire. And I think this one's about ready for a signature. So let's put a signature right about here. You know, there comes a time when you can just absolutely piddle a painting to death. Okay, there we are. next week, I want to show you a fantastic little painting that I think will just tickle you to death. So have your canvas set up. We'll be doing a white canvas. I think that you'll really enjoy it.
Say you know where to pass the ball to if you just want an
Talk
assist.
for just a second. We would really like to hear from you and know what type of paintings that you would like to see in the future. So drop us a line in care of WIPB, Muncie, Indiana, and we'll be glad to answer any question, and we'll try to put together shows that supply you with the type paintings that you want to see. We also would like to someday put together a show where we bring on guest artists from all over the country and let them
That
show
nigga trying to
a
get 50.
multitude of different
He said,
effects
fuck them assists.
that you can try, that you can enjoy, that do good things to your heart. So we're looking forward to doing this for you. Anything else that you would like to see. On behalf of all of us here at the station, we'd like to wish each and every one of you happy painting. We hope you have a super day. God bless. Take care.
You take care too, Bob. Thank you for the painting. You did an incredible job.
Welcome back. Today I thought we'd do an almighty barn. And I'm going to ask them to graphically run the colors across the screen, so in case you missed them in one of our earlier shows, you can pick them up now. And thought today we'd do what they call a Wisconsin Swedish barn. Now, that's just a big old huge barn. So let's get to going here and let's do one. Going to start out with a little tiny bit of phthalo blue, just a small amount on the large brush. And we'll drop in a happy little sky here, starting right at the very top, going all the way across.
Right?
There we are.
Oh, it was my first
We already
miss.
had the canvas covered with magic white, so it's nice and wet and slick and ready to go. And you can see how it's blending with this color. As you work down the canvas, it picks up the magic white, and automatically your color gets lighter as it gets closer toward the horizon. Okay, that'll give us a quick little sky, something to play with. Maybe we'll take the phthalo blue and add a little bit of Van Dyke brown to it, just to dull it down. And let's go right in here. Maybe will there be a little bit of water down here? Just a tiny bit. Okay, that'll give us something to work with. All right, let's clean the brush. There we are. Okay.
Nigga about to end with
Let's
50
take a
and 10.
1-inch brush and put some clouds right up here.
I
in the
know he
sky.
gonna try to go
We'll
for
take
that 50.
titanium white and the smallest little amount of permanent red in it. Just put a little sunshine in the cloud. Now, we don't want to set these clouds on fire. All we want to do is put a small amount of pink. Just a little.
I ain't no hater. I'll give it to you.
Okay, let's go right up
Oh,
here.
no, he's not.
All we do is touch the canvas and make little tiny circles. And just draw in some basic cloud shapes. Really push that paint. Keep the brush moving, don't let it set. Don't want to have big cotton balls up in the sky here. We want to have some nice fluffy little clouds. And let's go right over here and little friend.
Boy.
There he is. Just a little floater. Okay.
Why the fuck would you shoot that? I mean, I guess it don't matter. We're up by a million, but like.
Even larger. Now let's take the large brush and very carefully, very gently, just blend the bottom of the clouds out. This is just a super simple little way of making clouds that are very effective, very pretty. Only takes you a second. Now
Fair.
we'll fluff the clouds up. Zoop, zoop. There we go. And very gently, just blend them together. Isn't that fantastic? That's such a nice way to make little clouds. And that gives us a quick little sky. Now I'm going to go right into a little bit more of the phthalo blue and alizarin crimson. We'll just mix it right here on the brush, no big deal. Looking for a purplish color. And let's put some little background trees back here. All we're going to do is just touch the canvas, pull downward with a large brush. These are just far away little distant trees.
Don't mind if I do.
Just to give us a little background.
I'll take one more for the road.
Okay, maybe there's a few right in here. Just drop them in, wherever you think they ought to be. Okay, now we can clean the brush up again.
Damn.
And we can
Wait, I
start
still got the
painting
steal
it.
for that, even though I lost the jump ball. How'd that work?
Now then, let's take a 1-inch brush and begin putting a little highlight on some of these distant trees back here. I'll use a little yellow ochre, maybe the tiniest little bit of
Hooray,
red.
chat, we finally did it
Let's
after
mix all these
3
colors on the
hours. I
brush.
thought it was going to take me like 2 or 3 games. It took me
And
3
go right back
hours.
in here and just drop some basic little colors here and there. We're not worried about shades.
Oh
here.
boy, that was
Just want some color in the back.
really rough. Oh, goodness gracious. That was good, Gogeta. W3 cap breakers. I don't even know if that shit was worth it, man. That was so painful to go through. Man. Alright. We've got 3 more cap breakers to spend. I think I have a total of 12 now. So I was thinking I was gonna put 2 more into block, which would then get me high flying denier, and then 1 more into interior defense. So I'd finally have like around 60. Because this would help with perimeter contests when jumping at jump shooters. Then also this might help me at least matter like on chase downs a little bit or when I'm in the paint. I'm thinking that, or let's see, what does 93 perimeter get me? I get the gold challenger, which isn't bad either. Shit, I could get straight to 69 rebound too, which would actually let me grab boards. More agility wouldn't be bad either for defense. Eventually I want to have more vertical and more driving dunk, but this gets you all the Kobe sigs, but I'm worried about that. Honestly, bro, I shoot great. I don't feel like I ever need more shooting. This leads me to 89. Which, the rating is high enough, but I need more vertical. I forget what I'm gonna need the vertical to get to in order to get like the extra badges and animations I wanted. 75, yeah, that sounds right. Which means I'd have to actually do 3 into vertical, which is a lot, but long term, that's probably where they'll go. I think 2 for sure will go into block, no matter what. This seems worth it for high flying denier, and this shit. 87 driving, 75 where you'll get contacts, yeah. At some point, 2 cap breakers are gonna have to go into driving dunk, and 3 are gonna have to go into vertical. I still never got my specialization cap breakers. Those will probably both go into driving dunk. whenever I do get them. I still never really sat down and grinded that shit for real. I'm only on like goals 5 or 6. I want to do the +10 into interior. I just don't really know if it's worth it. I did the shooting, so I did finishing. But that shit is such a grind that I just never really wanted to sit down and knock it out. And I think no matter what, these 2 in the block are going to go there. This last one I'm going to hang on to for the moment. I had it in my head I was going to put it into interior defense, but I really don't know how much that shit's going to matter. Especially since I have such a short wingspan and my vertical's not that high and shit. Like, I think Prim's more with an interior. I think so too, just for the gold challenger if nothing else. I think this gets you glove, but I don't care about glove. Okay, so let me think. So yeah, I'm on goal 5. Goal 6 is where you actually get a cap breaker. I should sit down and grind this out in Street Kings so I can finally start getting to this, because goal 6 is going to go by way faster than goal 5. Damn, this shit's gonna take forever, bro. What the fuck? So 2 cap breakers from here. Those are both going to driving dunk. I think the next time you get 3 more cap breakers isn't until vet 2, which that shit's gonna be a crazy grind. So I put both of those in the driving dunk. That would give me the 89. Let me see. Yeah, needing to put 3 cap breakers in the vertical to get it to where I need it is kind of OD. I'm not gonna lie. That shit low key feels like a waste, but I guess long term, right? Because there's not really too many other places for them to go. I think the only other places is, don't forget, season caps too. Yeah, which I always make sure I get. So the 2 from the build specialization, I'll put those both in the driving dunk. Okay, cool. And then when it comes to shooting and playmaking, I'll probably never cap break any of this because I just don't think it's necessary. So the only other things I would even cap break would be interior, perimeter. Probably never gonna cap break steel more than this because I really don't ever reach. And yeah, I'm just not gonna get to, unless it's just like season 8 or some shit and I just have nowhere else to put cap breakers at that point. So 2 here. I could put this 1 in the perimeter defense. Then when I get the next 3 from vet 2, whenever that is, I guess I could put all of those in the vertical, which would then get me to contact dunks that I want. Honestly though, I could probably even hold off because the amount of time it's going to take me to get, I'll probably, I don't know, I guess it depends if I ever want to sit down and lock in and really knock out that build specialization. I feel like I would hit vet 2 before I get the build specialization shit maxed out because that shit is going to take so long. I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom. Um. So anyway, as I was saying, perimeter defense, vertical, rebounding, maybe interior at some point. Probably the only things that I'd really I could put this final one in the perimeter. That give me the 93, give me gold challenger. When I get the next 3, I could put those all in the rebound, and then I'd actually be like a capable rebounder for my position. If you think about it, if it takes like 2 seasons for Vet 2, then that's 5 caps. Yeah. Trying to plan out how I want to go about this. This doesn't really matter because I'm very far away from ever getting more, right? Because I have like 3 weeks left of this season, and then the build specialization shit is gonna take forever, and the Vet 2 grind gonna take forever. Probably get the most value putting it in the perimeter. It wasn't my original plan, but it just seems like it makes the most sense. Yo, Divine, thank you for the 12 months. I greatly appreciate it.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Yeah, interior defense, rebounding, agility, and vertical. Those are the only things I'll ever be cap breaking from now on, so. Fuck it. Into perimeter it goes. Is Challenger a tier 2 badge? Or do I... Wait. Am I blind? Where's Challenger? Oh, because I now upgraded it. I don't have it maxed out to gold yet. Wait, I have badge elevators though, don't I? Oh, I already used it on random shit. Okay, never mind. That's fine then. Oh, we got a lifetime challenge for that for applying 10 cap breakers. I forgot. There's like another cap breaker or 2 you can get from the lifetime challenges, isn't there? I'm not sitting. I grinded the 100 because that was like relatively easy, but grinding for what is it, like 200 to get to? It's just too much. Yeah, 200 lifetime challenges. I'm good off that. It's like I forgot to do the pick'em shit. Did you do the pick'em glitch? It gave you like 30 challenges? Nah, I didn't even know there was a pick'em glitch. Track stuff is doable. Street King shit. Could probably knock a bunch of those out. This is gonna happen by nature of me trying to do the build specialization. Park shit. I hate playing Park so much. Triple threat I'm never gonna play. Hey, we're 1 win away in the rec from getting another lifetime challenge for rec. I've played like 3 theater games ever. Speaking of pick'ems and daily challenges shit, it's about time for the daily spin. Nigga dressed like Freddy Krueger. Damn shit, I kinda know ball. Or maybe not. Give me the Blazers, give me the Lake. We lose to the Hornets, I know something. Give me the Pistons. Give me the Cavs. Give me the Spurs. Bucks. Suns. Give me the Wolves. Clippers. I got the 200 because of the pick'ems. Does that glitch still work? Did niggas get in trouble for that at all? Girl, I guess. Y'all fucking with the fit chat? Y'all see the custom South beaches on the foot? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Ain't nobody in 2K got a better sneaker collection than me. And nobody's shit is more accurate than mine either. No cap. Got the Bretta Lambs, yeah, bitch. Infrared 6s. Jaws I made. Sean Cliver SBs. Nigga, the South Beaches. Got them custom powders I made. Rust Pinks. Lint 13s on that bitch. Olympic 6s, got them. Win like 82s. The Fire Red 5s. The Cool Grays. I ain't gonna lie. I see a lot of people. I was looking forward to Tekken though, not gonna lie. Let's give it a shot.